The initial bewilderment soon turned to dread as the dancing plague tightened its grip on Strasbourg. Each day brought more dancers, their faces contorted in a mix of ecstasy and agony. The streets, once bustling with commerce and daily life, now echoed with the shuffling of feet and the ragged breaths of the afflicted. By the end of the month, the dancing had reached a fever pitch. Upwards of 400 people were caught in its relentless grasp. The scene was a grotesque carnival of human suffering. People collapsed from exhaustion, their bodies failing under the relentless strain of constant movement. Some suffered heart attacks and strokes, their hearts unable to withstand the unending exertion. Others danced until their feet were raw and bleeding, a testament to the horrifying power of this unknown force. The city, normally a picture of order and piety, was descending into chaos. Families watched in horror as their loved ones joined the throng, powerless to intervene. The relentless dancing spared no one, young or old, rich or poor. The authorities, desperate to understand and contain the outbreak, were at a loss. Doctors examined the afflicted, searching for a physical cause, but found nothing. Priests offered prayers and blessings, hoping to exorcise the evil spirit they believed was responsible. But the dancing continued, unabated and relentless. The nights were the worst. Under the pale moonlight, the dancers seemed like ghostly figures, their movements even more frantic and desperate. The silence of the night was broken only by the sound of their feet and their ragged breathing. Fear gripped the city. People barricaded themselves in their homes, praying for deliverance. The shops closed, and the streets emptied, save for the ever-growing mass of dancers. The city officials, in their desperation, consulted with scholars and theologians, seeking any explanation for this bizarre phenomenon. Some suggested it was a curse, a punishment from God for the city's sins. Others believed it was the work of the devil, a demonic possession on a grand scale. Still others whispered of ergot poisoning, a fungus that could cause hallucinations and convulsions, but no one knew for sure. As the days turned into weeks, the dancing plague showed no signs of abating. The death toll continued to rise, and the city descended further into despair. The authorities, desperate for a solution, made a fateful decision. Believing the dancing to be a manifestation of St. Vitus's curse, they decided to appease the saint by encouraging the dancing. They reasoned that if the afflicted danced enough, they would eventually tire themselves out, and the curse would be lifted. It was a decision born of desperation and ignorance, a gamble with the lives of the city's inhabitants. But in the face of the inexplicable, they saw no other choice. So, they prepared a stage. They hired musicians, and they waited, hoping that their plan would somehow bring an end to the madness. The stage was erected in the town square, a grim spectacle against the backdrop of suffering. Musicians, hired at the city's expense, began to play lively tunes, hoping to entice the dancers and encourage them to continue. The sound of the music mingled with the shuffling of feet and the ragged breaths of the dancers, creating a cacophony of sound that echoed through the city. The authorities watched, their faces etched with a mixture of hope and dread. They had set their plan in motion, but they had no idea what the outcome would be. Would it bring an end to the dancing plague, or would it only make things worse? Only time would tell. The dancers, seemingly oblivious to the stage and the music, continued their relentless movements. Some were drawn to the music, their steps becoming more frenzied and erratic. Others remained lost in their own world, their bodies moving to some inner rhythm that no one else could hear. The city held its breath, waiting for a sign, any sign, that the nightmare would soon be over. But the dancing continued, a macabre ballet of death and despair. The authorities could only watch and wait, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. The plague continued its relentless course. The end was nowhere in sight. As the dancing plague raged on, alternative theories began to surface, whispered in hushed tones. Doctors and scholars, desperate for answers, explored various possibilities to explain the bizarre phenomenon. Some spoke of ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic fungus that could contaminate stores of rye bread. The fungus, they claimed, was twisting minds and bodies alike, driving people into a state of uncontrollable mania. The fungus, they said, was the reason for the frenzied dancing. Others posited mass psychogenic illness, a collective hysteria born of the immense stresses weighing down on Strasbourg: famine, war, and rampant disease had created a fertile ground for mass delusion and fear. The constant fear and uncertainty had finally broken the collective psyche, leading to this bizarre outbreak. The dancers, according to this theory, were not physically ill but mentally fractured. They were acting out the city's shared trauma in a grotesque, involuntary performance, a physical manifestation of their inner turmoil. The trauma was expressed in a way no one understood. Doctors and scholars debated the causes, but no consensus could be reached. Leaving the city in a state of bewildered terror, the dancing continued, an unstoppable force, defying logic and reason, a testament to the unknown depths of human behavior. Days bled into weeks, and the relentless jig showed no sign of abating, casting a pall over the once vibrant city. The toll on the dancers was immense, their bodies pushed to the absolute limit. Many collapsed from sheer exhaustion, their bodies unable to withstand the constant movement and strain. Heart attacks and strokes claimed others, their weakened systems giving out under the relentless physical pressure. Still more danced until their feet were raw and bleeding, their shoes long since discarded in a desperate attempt to find relief. The cobblestones of Strasbourg were stained crimson, a grim testament to the plague's devastating power. The streets became a canvas of suffering. The relentless dancing took its toll. Finally, after a month of relentless dancing, the plague began to subside as mysteriously as it had begun. The exhausted dancers, one by one, collapsed, their bodies finally succumbing to fatigue and the sheer will to stop. The music faded, the stage was dismantled, and the city slowly began to recover from the nightmare. The city tried to return to normal, but the dancing plague left behind a trail of exhaustion, grief, and death, a scar on the collective memory of Strasbourg. It was a chilling reminder of a time when the line between reality and madness blurred, when the inexplicable held sway. The event served as a stark testament to the fragility of the human mind under duress and the unpredictable nature of mass behavior. The plague also highlighted the limits of understanding in an age grappling with superstition and the unknown. The dancing plague of 1518 became a dark chapter in Strasbourg's history, a cautionary tale etched in the city's soul. It was a cautionary tale whispered through generations, a reminder of the city's darkest days. The story served as a reminder of the unseen forces that could grip a community and the importance of understanding the human psyche. It was a testament to the power of fear, belief, and the terrifying potential of the human psyche when confronted with the inexplicable. The plague was a reminder of the power of the mind. The authorities, in their desperation, sought answers in both the natural and supernatural realms. They consulted physicians, astrologers, and priests, hoping to find a cure or an explanation for the bizarre affliction. Each expert offered their own interpretation, further complicating the already confusing situation. Some blamed demonic possession, suggesting that the dancers were victims of malevolent spirits. Others pointed to astrological alignments, claiming that the stars were responsible for the city's misfortune. Still others believed that the dancing was a divine punishment for the citizens' sins. The lack of a clear explanation fueled the growing sense of panic and despair. As the death toll mounted, the city descended further into chaos. The dancing plague became a symbol of the city's vulnerability and the limits of human control. Despite the various theories and explanations, the true cause of the dancing plague of 1518 remains a mystery. Modern researchers continue to investigate the event, seeking to unravel the complex factors that contributed to the outbreak. Some have suggested that a combination of ergot poisoning, mass psychogenic illness, and social contagion may have been responsible. Others have explored the role of religious beliefs, social pressures, and environmental factors. The dancing plague of 1518 serves as a reminder of the enduring power of the unknown and the limits of human understanding. The plague continues to fascinate and perplex. It is a testament to the enduring mysteries of the human mind and the unpredictable nature of history. The event remains a subject of intense study and speculation, a puzzle that may never be fully solved. The dancing plague of 1518 is a chilling reminder of the fragility of human existence and the power of the inexplicable. The plague is a reminder of the power of the inexplicable. The story of the dancing plague of 1518 continues to resonate today, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of mass hysteria. The story is a cautionary tale. It also highlights the importance of critical thinking and the need to question authority, even in times of crisis. The plague serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding the human psyche and the complex interplay of social, psychological factors. The plague is a reminder of the importance of understanding the human psyche. The dancing plague of 1518 remains an enigma, a dark and unsettling chapter in the annals of human history. The dancing plague of 1518 is a reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden within the human experience.